you giving away the fruit of your love each and every day and completely draining your cup? My name is Heather Feather. I am the owner of Rare Bird Medicine, and today's topic is take heart. A lot of two-leggeds I would recommend give heart. You're taking way too much heart. Everything in your life revolves around you. You've got a lot of myopic self-absorption, and it would serve you to volunteer, to think of others, to practice generous listening, generous giving. When you give in life, anytime you give, the only time you've ever given is when you gave without expectation of praise or recompense for the offering. When you truly give, you give without expectation of anything in return. You don't do it for validation of your ego. You do it because you're a giver. This video is for those people that give heart all the time. They're constantly giving their heart. They're constantly being a generous ear. They're constantly offering and extending themselves down here. I recently read a study that 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐽, if you don't know him, he's a beautiful, wonderful soul. I'm so grateful he exists. But he was working with a lot of different cancer patients, and he found a consistent theme being present in cancer patients. And the people that he was working with, all of them were overgivers. They were always people pleasers. They were always people that were wanting to extend themselves to offer and to offer and to offer. One of the brilliant things my niece once told me that my brother said to her that I really love is that he told her, if you're going to be in relationships in this life, when you're in relationships, keep a little bit of that love always for yourself. Never give all of your heart away, because you don't know what's going to happen in the relationship. There's much you don't know about that person or where things are going to go. And so it's important to take heart too. Are you constantly pouring the waters of your heart out 100% to everyone in the river of your life? What I do notice often with this matrix, when you are an overgiver, is oftentimes the overgiver is not truly giving. They're giving with expectation of praise and recompense, and they're having a long-standing conversation about, all I do is give and help, and nobody ever notices me. And it's like, well, you're not really giving. You're seeking ego validation, and it's your job to validate your own ego. That's never anyone else's job. It's your job to regulate yourself. That's never going to be anyone else's job. You know, if you're in a relationship with somebody that's dysregulated or somebody that's jealous, those are not healthy states of being. That's their job to clean up their unhealthy state. That's not your job. However, if you are somebody that's constantly empathetic and constantly thinking of others and constantly feeling others, you might start to feel like that's your job. But let me get you in a regulated state. Heather has spent her life working very diligently to keep others in a regulated state to the best of her ability, to be in a state of service, because I am a true giver and I do give completely. I don't need your praise. I don't need a sack of farts either. I don't need your praise. I am wholly worthy and lovable, irrespective of how any part of life responds to me. I give because giving is my nature, and I have been giving for so long to so many, working to serve them coming into a more regulated state, because I'm deeply psychic and deeply empathetic. And when I am with myself, I yell and I scream and I burr and I emote and I allow my throat chakra to be completely open. But my regulated frequency is kind of like being in a jungle, or you know what I mean? It's like being in a forest. It's like, it's all the little tiny faces and all the little tickly silliness. That's Heather Feather's frequency. Often when I engage with others, there are a lot of other frequencies present in the field. Doesn't mean I don't get angry. Doesn't mean I can't be hostile. Doesn't mean I'm not a hot mess. Doesn't mean I don't have work to do. Doesn't mean I'm sad as well. I'm a lot of things. And my personality contains so much. I've spent a lot of my life giving people the slices they can handle. Let me give you the slice you can handle, because if I gave you full matrix, Heather, it tends to be overwhelming. It's very brutally honest, and which can make me seem cold, which isn't true at all. I'm like a million billion oceans of waters of emotion. But there are ways I have spent my life each and every day working to be mindful of making sure the room feels regulated. Does this job that I'm going to every day, does everyone feel okay? Do you need help? Do you need me to do your work? What do we need to do so that when I walk into the building, things can feel good in this primordial soup and stew that I'm chewing on all day in this job, or in this relationship, or in this friendship, or in this family dynamic? And the thing is that no matter what you hand to two-legged, they can choose to chew on the poison of separation The only way to get back to the medicine of the light of love that you are is to forgive any judgments you're having anywhere in the field. And if you're judging, that's the light of separation. And the light of separation and the light of judgment, having the light of your awareness on those things, is never going to feel good. It's not going to feel medicinal. It's going to feel like grinding wheels in the room. It's kind of what it feels like to me. And I'm realizing at 50 that all the while that I was working to unconsciously, this wasn't like an intentional thing, but unconsciously I've been really working to support everyone around me to feel regulated. During that process, I've kind of been ignoring Heather, and I've been getting real involved in other people's situations, circumstances, trying to be of service as I can. Because if God created the all, then everyone at Earth School is my kin. And there's no part of my philosophy under which my spirituality is superior to any being. If God made you, then I am a steward with you and of you. I am kin to you. I'm not above you and I'm not beneath you. We are all shoulder to shoulder. And there's a component, because it is at one-ment, of if I serve you, I serve me. And now I'm coming upon this awakening of how often am I taking heart, though? How often am I receiving heart? How willing am I to let love in? How willing am I to be supported? Almost not at all. Please do not support me. I'm almost not at all willing to be supported. My job is to grow rare bird medicine so that I can serve these amazing medicinal souls in this life, to be a part of this mystical school creation that I'm creating. And in order to do that, I get to be a part of community, and I get to be in my home with my beloved community, and I get to support them and they get to support me, because health and wellness and holistic health and wellness, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, is the aim of what rare bird medicine is coming to offer as becoming a brick and mortar school. And it means that I'm not going to be able to do an entire school and my brain thinks it's like, I'll write all these textbooks for the next decade and then I'll brick by brick build this thing. Like, I can't even envision a future in which I'm being supported. It's very difficult. Every time I envision the future of the building of rare bird medicine, I am doing it alone. And that is my unhealthy state. Heather only gives heart. I don't take heart. I don't need your energy. I'm made of energy. I don't need your help. I am help. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, you cannot be an island in the all and be in a healthy and balanced state. And so how much have you taken heart this day? Have you taken heart and poured it over yourself? Lots of people are in relationships where they're pouring a ton of heart into a toxic person. Toxic simply means they are the light of love and they are in a deep space of forgetting themselves. So we're not going to get on our high horse on judging narcissism, toxicity. Anyone who is in a diluted state of separation simply forgets themselves and they're chewing on illusions. But do you need to chew on their illusions too? Let me just keep pouring the waters of my heart into this toxic illusion state and see if I can't calibrate you to the truth of love. Not your job. 100%. The individual is always responsible for being the medicine to thyself. Physician, heal thyself. To healing the self physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If you are dysregulated, regulation is your job. If you are being toxic, mentally, emotionally, verbally, spiritually, physically, it is your job to get healed. You are being the problem. You're being the one that is being separatist and chewing on illusions. And so we can take up great causes to make a difference with others. And there are ways that energy can make a difference. Heather has, in ways she doesn't see, made a difference in this life. Good for me. And this is the ship I am stewarding. And if every day I get up and pour all the waters of my heart to the best of my ability upon everything that I witness, which is the creation of my Creator, and may I take a knee and have reverence to it. May I respect it. You know what I mean? If I'm doing that every day, I've forgotten a key piece of what the Creator did create. Are you taking heart on your journey through this life for your waters to nourish your own soul? You can always subscribe to Rare Bird Medicine on YouTube. Like and comment there. Heather Feather always loves your thoughts. I'm Moon.